Immersive storytelling is a Creative Features Academy course where we learn about the media that you can create in order to produce immersive stories. So that would include photography, digital artifacts, photogrammetry, game engines, and all these different technologies that have become a lot more widely available, and it allows us to add an extra dimension literally to stories that we tell. Immersion means that you go into the stories using things like virtual reality and augmented reality, which increases the presence that people feel, so they feel like they're in the story and they're a part of it.
We were like a stone skimming over the surface of this technology, but I think that was the wonder of the course. It was introducing a whole new world and a lot of different aspects of it. The course itself was half classroom work and half working on your own at home. But I would go into IADT fairly regularly and just spend as much time as I could in the headset, just exploring it. And I loved it. I suddenly could see what I had only vaguely imagined, which is that there are other ways to tell stories besides the traditional and conventional.
It's for beginners. Don't be afraid of the technology of it. We'll be starting from the very basics, and you'll have time to practice and use the cameras and the software that you need and try it out yourself. We'll be looking at the different technologies that are available, but the other element is going to be the storytelling aspect. So there'll be some time spent on things like narrative and the functions that are available with this technology in order to take advantage of them and apply them to the story that you're telling.
One thing I really liked about the lectures is they understood that this was new to us. We were artists, museum curators, professionals in human resources. There was a broadcaster from RTE. So we were all professionals upskilling in this area and being introduced to it.
There was a broad range of disciplines on the course, lots of different people, and it was amazing networking opportunity as well, because there was a lot of connections made and there was a lot of interest in each other's practice. One of the things I like about teaching this is that someone will always come up with something you'd never even thought of before, or they'll come up with some idea and they'll say, how do I do this? And we figure out how the best way of achieving it is.
It's almost as if, you know, the difference between black and white television and colour television, or the difference between the old Technicolor and then the Mandalorian, VR. AR, MR, AI. We're constantly moving nearer and nearer to the story.
It's an exciting new medium. It allows you to do things that you can't do with 2D or even animation or film. It allows you to put people in different situations. So the feeling of immersion and presence is very strong, and how can you leverage that in order to make your stories more compelling?
It is another way for me to tell stories. I would say very much the IADT course sent me on that whole journey, and I'm still on it, disappearing into the distance.